top 10 brand new upcoming games that will be created on the brand new Unreal Engine 5. Unreal Engine 5 is here and it'll be making its way into our gaming libraries very quickly. We've already gotten some looks at the amazing quality of the new engine through teasers and even some games that are already released, such as Fortnite. But we have a lot more projects to look forward to over the next 2 years, so let's get started with my personal list with number 10. Hell Is Us. Hell Is Us is a third-person action-adventure game set in a world where the main character is on an adventure to learn more about his past in a country destroyed by a civil war. In this game, you will take on various monsters, which you must learn to defeat with the weapons you will forge for fighting these creatures. We don't have too much for this game to show yet, besides a few teasers which I'm showing here. Now I put this game on this list for its beautiful design and its originality. This game will definitely have some creative uses for the new Unreal Engine 5, and I'm definitely excited to get a look at the art within the game. This game is set to be released in 2023, but it is still TBD. Now, quick disclaimer here, I did try to avoid mentioning games that may never be released, because apparently that's a thing where companies are just faking games. So yeah, games with suspicious developers are either going to have an asterisk next to them or just not be mentioned at all. Moving on to number 9, we have Stray Souls. Enter a world of nightmares in a third-person action horror game inspired by many of the horror classics such as Resident Evil or Silent Hill. You will explore the sleepy town of Aspen Falls as you fight terrifying creatures, solve puzzles, and unravel dark family secrets, exposing the truth of who you really are. This game was revealed back in 2021 but has yet to release. The game is set to release later this year but does not have a confirmed release date. I predict around November, but I could be wrong. To stay updated on a potential release date, you can go ahead and wishlist on Steam to stay up to date with any news around the game. This game will also be available on PlayStation and Xbox, both last gen and new gen, as well as PC. Moving on to number 8, we have Layers of Fears. Yet another horror game, but this one a remake of the original Layers of Fear, a psychological horror game back from 2016. So if you loved the game back then, you'll be able to experience it in a completely new way, and well, if you haven't, then you can experience it for the first time in Unreal Engine 5. This game is set to release in June of this year, no exact date, but I do believe the game will release in June, hopefully no pushbacks. This game will also be available on PlayStation, Xbox, as well as PC. Number 7, we have Redfall. Finally, a non-horror game, sort of. This game will place you in the town of Redfall, where you will be under siege by a legion of vampires who have cut the island off from the outside world. Trapped with a handful of survivors, you'll be able to play alone or squad up in this open-world action-adventure title. This game will release on May 1st, which is in about 2 weeks on both Xbox and PC. However, this game will be a bit pricey, with this one starting at a whopping $70. It's been a while since I paid for a game like that, so expect me to wait for this one to go on sale. Paranormal Tales, one of the first next-gen horror games using Unreal Engine 5, and it looks like it will be a good one. You will experience the paranormal events of those who went missing from the viewpoint of body cams, just like in the paranormal movies where you're watching the events take place through a camera. In this one, you will be playing through those cameras. I believe this game will be a great psychological horror game since really there is no surviving since everyone ultimately goes missing. I really like these realistic paranormal simulations and think this game could be a great one for the future of the horror genre through Unreal Engine 5. This game also does not have a set release date, but it is set to be released later this year on PC. Once again, to stay up to date on a potential release date, be sure to wishlist on Steam or go ahead and subscribe here, as I'm sure I will be talking more about these games in the future, especially this one. Also, if you do subscribe to my channel, you are the GOAT, and if you do subscribe, go ahead and comment subscribed, and I'll be sure to comment a GOAT emoji just for you. Moving on to number 5, we have The Day Before. This upcoming survival MMO is expected to have a huge impact in the gaming scene. Beautiful graphics along with some satisfying gameplay makes it seem like this is the perfect next-gen survival game. If you're a fan of survival games such as 7 Days to Die or DayZ, you should probably be looking forward to this one. However, this one should be taken with a huge grain of salt since the developers have been seeming a little sus. If you want to know more about that situation, I have a full video going over it. If you want to watch that, I'll tag it right here or here, one of those two, if you want to check out that full video and know what's going on. In summary, there is a chance the developers have been lying about how good the game really is, or just how close it is to even being released. On paper, this game is probably the best on this list, but it could be a really long time until we get the game. Also, there's a chance that the game isn't as good as it seems, and there's also even a chance that the game just never releases. As of now, the game is set to release on November 10th, 2023, but I wouldn't be completely surprised if that release date doesn't stick. As of now, no expectations to debut on consoles, however, it will be released on PC. Ark Survival 2. Ark Survival fans will finally get their sequel with this next-gen experience. This game should also have a huge impact on the next generation of survival games, changing up the style by having a Dark Souls-like melee combat and an expansive story driven by none other than Vin Diesel. I really can't take Vin Diesel serious anymore because of all the Fast and the Furious memes. I mean, I still like this for the memes, but like, It's just funny to me. Anyway, I thought the first Ark Survival was great, and I expect the same for this one, especially since they will be taking their time on it with an unknown release date sometime in 2024. As of now, this game is supposed to have a console exclusive launch to Xbox, so when the game does release, expect it to be on PC and Xbox only. Quantum Error. An unknown entity attacks a quantum research facility, engulfing it in flames and putting it into a full containment lockdown. A call for help is received by a fire department, which sends you to the facility to try to save as many lives from the burning complex as possible. However, everything is not as it seems. This cosmic horror FPS seems to have a really great story with some chilling gameplay. What sounded dumb to me at first, a fireman fighting some unknown entity, actually began to look pretty cool. This game was giving off some Alien Isolation vibes for me. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but based off the gameplay we've seen, it seems like we're in for a good one. This game is set to release in 2023 with no exact release date. However, this game has been delayed multiple times, so take that with a grain of salt. It is supposed to release on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Now, number 2, Black Myth Wukong. An upcoming action game by developers Game Science based on the classical 16th century novel Journey to the West. I believe this will be the first Unreal Engine 5 game we get with a signature Dark Souls style. This game also reminds me of Sekiro, another game similar to Dark Souls, which was also a very great success. I believe this game will have a lot to show off with the new Unreal Engine 5, along with some great gameplay and storyline. This will probably be one of the best Unreal Engine 5 experiences that you can get. Now, for number 1. If you notice something about me, I like horror games, so it may not surprise you that number 1 on my list is Silent Hill. It's been a minute, but Silent Hill is finally back with many projects set to release over the next couple of years using the new Unreal Engine 5. I counted this kind of as a 2-in-1 because Silent Hill will be releasing a remake of Silent Hill 2 along with a sequel of Silent Hill F. Both games are highly anticipated as Silent Hill is a staple in the horror gaming genre, and how else would you want to experience next-gen gaming rather than with one of the GOATs, Silent Hill? While neither game has a set release date, we can expect to have the remake a little sooner and possibly even this year, while the sequel, it's a little further away. You can expect to play these games on PS5, Xbox, and PC. And that'll do it for this list. Hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, love you, see ya.